time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, two guys, one from Seattle and one from Minnesota. Actually, Wisconsin, but he's near Minnesota. But anyway, they decided to do this Star Wars review, so for their amusement, just stay tuned. I mean, because they really don't know what they're doing or anything. Just keep watching. This is Two Dudes Review.
Two Dude Podcast. Okay, so this is our final part of our podcast, where we talk about Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. So, let's talk about this film, why don't we?
Also, before we start, again, once more, for the last time, thank you from Litza Sterling and Peter Hollins.
Yes, for that amazing a cappella Star Wars medley. With
Lindsay Sterling's awesome violin skills.
Yes. So, thanks.
Hopefully we won't get knocked down for that.
Yeah, but we'll have their video. We'll have their link to their video and everything. Support them on iTunes. Yes. Okay. So anyway, let's talk about Episode 6. We're not gonna split when we talk about Episode 7 into a different part.
It's gonna be a one-parter.
Yeah. Because I have no idea how much we'll have to say on Episode 7.
All I know so far is just the picture that's been released, but Kamen Rider Fire knows a lot more.
Yeah. Okay, so, Episode 6. Stuff actually happens. Yes. I don't really know how much the plot to talk about.
I will talk about it all if I have to.
But I'm just gonna talk about a few things I do like.
Yeah, I'm just here to answer his questions and argue with him.
I love the scene at the beginning when Luke fights the Rancor.
Oh God, Wookiee Skywalker,
Jabba the Hutt, Michael Moore.
Oh, nipple pinchy Wookiee.
Yes, I love that scene. Now, for some of you who don't know, you're probably wondering what's up with Luke's face in this movie. Well, Mark Hamill got into a car accident either sometime before or during Return of the Jedi. So that's why his face looks very different from the other two films.
And for people wondering what happened to Mark Hamill's face now, old age.
But at least he's the Joker, so there's that.
Oh, my friend is calling. I have to decline.
Yeah, yes, we do. So, I like, I don't understand why we had to blow up the Death Star again. I mean, they rebuilt it just to blow it up.
They learned from their mistake.
Yeah. I mean, this one was even more easily blown up than the others. And the Emperor was on there. What the heck was the Emperor doing there?
I had no idea.
Let me go onto the semi-built battle station and sit in a chair.
Afraid I was quite delusional when I entered the battle station.
But I do like the relationship building between Han and Leia in this film.
I agree. There's a lot of things I will say that there's a lot of relationships I like. I like the Luke fighting for his father. I think there's a lot. Like, I think the thing is, like, it's a cliche, but I think we were all rooting for Darth Vader to return in that movie. You know, it's kind of, we know that there's some good in him, but actually we don't. I mean, it's kind of that interesting. We know there's a backstory to him. That's what the whole prequels were about. Mm-hmm. But we didn't know if he had made his choice to be bad or not. And I think we were kind of, because we all want to root for the good people. We always want to root for the good in people. But I have to say, this movie I love so much. It's the same reason I love Maleficent from the original
Snow White.
No,
Sleeping Beauty.
They're both villains that are evil for the sake of evil. And, you know, like, they love...
The Emperor or Darth Vader?
The Emperor. The Emperor
Okay.
and Maleficent are just characters that were evil for the sake of evil, and I love that. It's a character you love to hate or love to love. It's just one of those just characters you like, you know?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the guy who played the Emperor, unfortunately, at the moment.
The new one or the old one?
He's the same guy.
Really?
Yep.
They just wow.
Yep, same guy.
Yeah.
But I love him. He's like, strike him down with your
Strike
feet.
him down, and you will be more powerful than whatever Vader was.
Yeah, I love it. He's like, oh, your friends. Oh, your friends are going to die.
I'm afraid that this will be quite operational when your friends arrive. I love his grin. I love his grin in the movie. Just that.
But there are so many things I like in Return of the Jedi. I love Slave Leia.
Oh, who doesn't?
Yes.
Carrie Fisher apparently is harassed about that more than Mark Hamill being the Joker.
Well, I love Slave Leia. I love the fight scene on when they're about to be pushed into the Snarlack pit.
Oh, the music cue is just amazing. Just bum, 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 and then it just and then we hear the Star Wars theme coming, and then we're like, oh yeah, this is just gonna be awesome.
And one thing I want to talk about, Boba Fett.
Poor guy.
What in the heck? Like, why has he become like one of the big faces of Star Wars?
I strongly recommend you see the beginning sequence of, or like one of the Boba Fett scene from Robot Chicken, because it just takes place right after he gets.
Yeah, like, oh, ha, ha, I killed 20 Jedi and I threw grenades, and I'm like, awesome, and I'm like, boo, boo, and then he turns around and he's like, I'm awesome, Boba Fett.
What? No, man. No, I'm good. You crying? No.
Okay. Well, but the funny thing with Robot Chicken there, that is exactly how I feel about Boba Fett.
He was supposed to be this awesome character, but they just kicked him off.
Well, and a lot of people say, well, he captured Han Solo. Except he didn't. Darth Vader did.
Yeah, and just sent him into Boba's ship.
Yeah.
That's not capturing.
And, like, when he turns on his jetpack to go fight Luke, and then Luke, like, just
Slices him.
And
That's
if anyone should be given badass points, it's his father.
Yeah. At least he got beheaded and not burped out of a big, giant asshole in the sand.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I like the beak of the. It just makes the thing look so less awkward, because I own the original. The original VHS copies, like before they were special edition edited and all that. It looks so creepy. The original Sarlacc fit, like just like a big blue waffle. I'll just say that. It's uglier than a blue waffle, but I get the beak kind of makes it less grotesque.
So which do you like better, the beak or no beak?
Beak. Mouth in the tongue, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a big pip that it just looks like I want to say Rosie O'Donnell's vagina.
Well, and another thing I love about
make love to me.
another thing I love about Episode 6 in a funny way.
Yeah.
When the Emperor's electrocuting Luke. Father, help me! Help me, Daddy!
Please help me!
And I love it, like Darth Vader has to think about it for a minute.
And that's why
my son, the Emperor. My son, the Emperor.
That's one of the darkest moments in this. It's a good moment.
Yeah, but I love how Darth Vader has to take a good minute.
It's just his loyalty, to his son or to
the Emperor. Yeah, and I know that, but it's still Luke would be fried to a crisp if this took place in any kind of realism.
No kidding. After you can see him frying, you can see smoke coming off him.
I know, it's dude, help your son.
And my favorite part of the moment is because of the music, and you see, if you listen closely, Luke starts to breathe like Vader. Like he starts to go, and that's kind of dark moment. Like for a moment, he almost becomes Vader-esque.
Yeah,
like, this is like the path that like Vader could have like been like, and it's just, and I like the silence of the moment, and that's why I hate the Blu-ray the edition of the no. Apparently, the Blu-ray is just added him going no, as he's picking up the Emperor.
I have not seen that. I have not viewed.
You have to see it.
Well, I'm going to marathon the movies tomorrow.
Yeah, and it happens. And that's why I don't like that edition.
Now, let's talk about the Ewok song.
After that, the original or the new one?
The original.
I love the original. I have it on my iPod. Yep.
Oh. I'm so glad they changed that in later releases.
That's just people say it's annoying. It is, but I love dancing to it. But I like the new one because it not only just because of the way it sounds, but because it's across the galaxy.
It's more atmospheric.
Well, atmospheric. Oh, all right, so you're right. I can't opinion on this. I'm just saying that it's more across the galaxy. Like you see
Naboo and
Coruscant. You see Tatooine. You see everything. It's like this. You get this fact that this is across the universe. This isn't just Endor and Tatooine or whatever. It's just there's more out there. We get the sense that the entire galaxy is saved. And I want to talk about the last scene.
Oh, with the ghost?
The reason I love the original Ghost is because you actually have to think about it. You don't get Anakin Skywalker shouldn't have to be Hayden Christensen when he turns into a ghost.
Because that was the last moment he was.
No, because the reason the original guy is because you realize that's Darth Vader. That was Anakin Skywalker. That was him in his last moments being good. That's when he died.
Well, if we're going to talk about the ghost...
He died as Hayden Christensen.
If we're going to talk about the ghosts, I want to talk about something that annoys me about the ghosts.
What?
Why the heck is Natalie Portman not there?
Because she's not a Jedi, I guess?
But Luke is seeing his family, basically. Obi-Wan, Yoda, his dad, and nope, we don't...
I think it would have been cool, if they could have done effect... the whole Jedi Council,
or heck, I would love a scene, where Liam Neeson looks to Alec Guinness, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, Alec Guinness and the old original the original Anakin Skywalker, the old man, because I say this again, he didn't die as Hayden Christensen, he died as an old man. That you have to realize that you see him in his normal, as a Jedi,
I still don't understand exactly how Darth Vader died.
He died because the machine that kept him alive was taken off.
But at least from what I figured, it sounds like he was going to die anyway. That's why he wanted to take off the mask.
Yeah, why? Because he wanted to see his son with his own eyes,
but he was going to die before he took off the mask.
Yeah.
Before he died, he wanted to see his son with his own eyes.
Yeah.
Why was he going to die? Why did his machinery stop working?
Because it was electrocuted. It couldn't survive the machinery of the attack that his master put on him.
Well, to paraphrase Stewie from Blue Harvest, that seems like a pretty big design flaw.
Yes, it is. But that, I guess, because he never figured he'd betray his master?
I don't know.
I'm getting
okay, and I have a question.
You hate this movie.
What?
The way you argue with it, it always makes it sound like you hate the movie.
No. See, if I hate a movie, I wouldn't give a crap.
Yeah.
It's when I like a movie that I...
And that's one of the most heartwarming moments to me, is the moment where Vader takes off his mask. I mean... Even if he wasn't going to die, Luke says, you could die. He's like, I at this point, I don't care. I just want to see you as you through my flesh,
Yeah, well,
it's very heartwarming, and and the burning of his father, he realized, and but he was, and just the when he says you were right, it's just you were right about me, and it's just the music, the cue, and there's the sound, the lack of like big. It's not like a big like booming music or anything. It's just like a nice cue music, and it's just such a sad moment. Hello?
Yeah, sorry. So there's one thing about that scene that is also kind of weird to me.
Okay.
Darth Vader learns or knows or something about Leia.
Well, yeah, when he's fighting Luke.
Yeah, he says, or maybe I could turn your sister or something.
If she will not join me. I mean, if you will not join me.
Maybe she will. Yes.
She.
Why doesn't he say to Luke, tell your sister I love her or something?
No, because at this point he's trying to get a ruse because he's still working for the Emperor at this point.
No. When Luke takes off the mask,
he in a way he was trying to tell her like it's like tell him I'm sorry kind of thing, like you were right about me. He's trying to kind of say in a way, you were right. I'm a good guy, and I love you both. Like you're my children.
Okay, well maybe that.
It's kind of like in a way that's what he's trying to say, and it's just. I mean, he didn't have much. Like he only could say so much because he was hard to breathe.
Well, no, I know. I just was like, Leia? Did you forget about Leia? Like,
he says, "Tell your sister Leia, you were right about me."
Oh, okay. Just slip of the memory. Okay, so out of 10 Death Stars.
9.9.
Yeah.
Just because it's the second best Star Wars movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go exactly the same as you. 9.9 Death Stars.
And the thing that I don't like about the film, and the only reason it pushed me is the two things. It's the new version of Anakin Skywalker because he didn't die as Hayden Christensen. He died as an old man, and that's what you have to think when the old man ghost shows up. Hey, that's how he looked when he died, except without the baldness, And the other one is the new no that you'll see when you watch the movie.
Well, yeah, so I can't comment on that. Okay, so we're gonna quickly talk about Episode 7.
Oh my
Disney's
God!
Revenge.
I did. Andy Serkis is in it. Gollum.
Yes.
Caesar the Eighth. King Kong. Come on.
And I don't know how I feel about Episode 7, honestly.
I mean, I'm not sure if I think it's the fact. I think it would be interesting if they, if it was the children, maybe
Well, see, the thing is, they're not using the extended universe canon that we've had for years.
I mean, you would think they would,
Yeah. So basically, all we know is that Luke, Leia, and Han are returning.
Yeah, as their older selves, obviously.
Yep.
Unless they go Jeff Bridges style and space.
Yes, do.
I would be okay. I would be okay with it, except they'd have to they just imagine Carrie Fisher as she is now in spandex. Oh! They'd have to put that with the ping pong balls and everything, and they'd have to slim her down,
Han, honey, can you pass the donuts?
No, these are mine. Oh, is that you, Andy Serkis? I thought you were Carrie Fisher. Sorry. Maybe if you I thought Carrie Fisher shaved her beard, so I thought you were Andy Serkis.
I don't know. I mean, I love Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness.
Oh my gosh, those are amazing films.
So I know J.J. Abrams has talent.
And is a great director.
Yes. But at this point, we don't know anything about the plot. And
there's two things I have an issue. It's the same issue I had. I mean, there's the characters are there, the whole set, and but this is also the same issue that came up with, that everyone was excited for before we found out what Indiana Jones: The Crystal Skull was about. They had the great cast, they had the great director, they had a great writer. but the problem is with Star Wars is the same thing that we have with Indiana Jones, is that it's a young man's game. Or I mean, like, it's a young.
Yeah.
We're not going to go see old farts sit around, you know.
Well, you know, I hope there are some, I guess, flashback sequences.
Unless they're going to go Red style, like, and put old people in action sequences. Like, I love the Red franchise right now. Red 1, Red
I would
2.
love to see Mark Hamill, get
the
lightsaber out one more time.
Let me get my it's a lightsaber cane.
I am the master Jedi. You whippersnappers don't touch my lightsaber.
Instead of a hand blaster, Harrison Ford's got like a
laser walker.
You know, I was thinking like a laser blaster that's a shotgun. Like, get off my lawn! Get off my lawn!
I want my
Get
family
off
back.
my falcon!
I want my family back.
I want my family back.
Every movie, every single movie Harrison Ford is in this day.
Back. Instead of this, like, he wants his career back.
Yeah. I want to be Indiana Jones again.
God damn it, Jim. Oh, you know what would be interesting if he played Bones. God damn it, Luke, I'm a
Starfighter.
Yeah, I'm a smuggler, not a physicist.
You know, I've seen what the cast looks like. The girl looks like she could be related to Natalie Portman and Carrie Fisher.
I, as far as I'm concerned, Ewan McGregor and obviously Liam Neeson have no contribution to this, so no Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yep, no Obi-Wan.
No, which means no Ghost Qui-Gon, which I still want to see.
I know, this is.
How long is it going to take? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
my favorite. There was a franchise, the Padawan Chronicles. Like, it was there was like a book something about how about the training of Obi-Wan underneath Qui-Gon Jinn's training, like as a young teenager, and it was really interesting. Like, he was very much like Anakin, like in the movies. Like, he was very argumentative and just like, you know, but at the end of the day, it was for good means. You know, he's a good kid, but he just wants to do it his way. But it also is showing that, like Luke, he started at an old age. So that's something I would have loved to see, like the training of Obi-Wan Kenobi as a young kid.
Yeah.
Not as a 20-year-old.
But the thing is, with this film, I want it to feel like Star Wars.
Yes. I don't want any Senate scenes. Wait,
listen to me here. I want that. I want to know how the Republic rebuilt itself.
Well, yeah, obviously it'll be underneath Leia's charge.
Yeah, like that. To me, that would be interesting.
And that's what these. I read the comics and I read the old graphic novels and stuff, and it was all Leia and Luke. And we're always in charge. Luke was responsible for the Jedis. Leia was responsible for the Republic, and Harrison Ford was doing whatever Harrison Ford's character was doing. You know, still trying to make trouble, I guess, or something. Actually, he was in charge with Leia, but you know, that's kind of what I want. I'm hoping they're kind of going on, but
I would be interested, because one thing that they made it clear with in extended universe stuff is that a lot of the races still don't get along well together.
Yeah.
They were united by a common enemy, which was the Empire.
I still want an Old Republic, the movie. Yes.
I don't, because I love the Knights of the Old Republic.
That's what I meant. I meant like a Knights of the Old Republic, the movie.
Yeah, I really don't. It's
just because I love the outfit. I love the lightsabers, like the look, the looks, the feel. But the problem is, you can't replace the glitches. The glitches of the game. There's anything that makes a good game. I don't know if anybody else disagrees with this, but a glitch, and it's just the funny things that you find, like all this stuff in a video game that you can't do in a movie.
Yeah. So I don't know there are so many things I want in this movie that probably won't be in this movie.
Now, I'm wondering if Andy Serkis is going to play a Wookiee. No, I mean, like, Andy Serkis legitimately plays creatures.
Yeah, no.
Like Gollum and King Kong and Caesar from... and he's going to be playing Caesar in the next Rise of the Planet of the Apes movie. Or what's it called?
I don't know.
Well, I'm looking forward to that because Gary Oldman's in it. But I'm just saying, he's usually plays a creature. I'm hoping he plays a Wookiee. Maybe an older... because they don't have the tall guy anymore. I hope he's Chewbacca. I really hope they don't go by the canon death of Chewbacca, because that was sad.
There are so many things I want in this movie that probably won't be in this movie.
Yeah.
I really hope J.J. Abrams doesn't go, well, it's a new trilogy we're making, because they're making 3 of these. Because why the heck not?
Trilogy? They're making 7 to 10?
Yeah.
I mean, 7 to 9?
Yeah. Because why the heck not? It's Star Wars. That's why they got
It's trilogy.
Yep.
A trilogy of trilogies. That's awesome.
Yep.
What do you call that? 90? I don't know.
Well, we just call it a saga.
Yeah, it's a saga, but I mean, which...
Trilogy!
I love the Star Wars trilogy. Well, which trilogy? The trilogies or the trilogies? Which trilogy? The first trilogy, the third trilogy, the fourth trilogy, or the whole entire trilogy of trilogies? Yes, But the thing, J.J. Abrams has a way of getting your attention in a movie. So I'm hoping it's kind of, for me, it's like there's 2 movies I love. I've always said I don't put my eyes away from, and it's the third movie. The third prequel, and the first movie of the original trilogy. Those are 2 ones I don't ever take my eyes off the movie. And if they can do that, and Return of the Jedi, and if they can do that with the next with the next trilogy, if they can make it like to the point where there's no boring scenes, we don't have to do another review about how we hate the middle one or the last one, or I don't want to have to do a hate rant, because this is one of my favorite sagas. The Star Wars trilogies, they're my favorite, and I would hate to have to do one of these in 5 years or something and say, oh God, Star Wars Episode 9 was shit.
I mean, even how we complained about Episode 2, it's still part of Star Wars.
I love the end sequence of the second movie, the droids versus the clones, and the Coliseum sequence. Those are awesome.
Yeah, so like even with Episode 2, which is like the worst of those.
Yep.
I still like it.
Absolutely.
Like, I can't. There's not a single movie in the Star Wars trilogy, either one, that I can go, this sucks, completely skip it, it's an insult.
There's some good scenes in number 2.
So,
not as a total, like we said, as a total it sucks.
Yeah. But, so, I just don't want it to be that way with the J.J. Abrams trilogy. It's like, number 1 was good, but then number 9, or, number 7 was good.
Maybe do and maybe if the trilogy was good enough, maybe they'll do 10 to 12 for all we know,
Well, you know what? I'm all for continuous Star Wars movies.
I'm afraid, this is what I'm saying. These guys are old now. I'm afraid that, like, in mid Episode 8, Carrie Fisher, or Harrison Ford, or Mark Hamill could die in the middle of it, and like, what do you do?
No, this movie is passing the torch.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that this is like they are only cast for the first movie, and by the time they go to Episode 8, we don't have to worry about those guys dying on us.
Well, yeah, I don't. Tell you the truth, I would like if you could keep Mark Hamill around as kind of the mentor.
You have to slim him down a bit, though.
What?
I said you gotta slim him down a bit. Keep him off the donuts.
No, but I'd like Luke.
And keep Carrie Fisher sane. You don't want her like going. You don't want her going Christian Bale on the.
Yeah. Give me an answer! Where are the donuts?
Hey, professional! That's her. This is me being a bipolar Carrie Fisher. Think for 1 fucking second!
I don't know. This movie, like with the prequels, if the prequels sucked, like a lot of people think they do, I could just skip them and watch the new ones, or the originals.
Yeah.
Like, if the prequels suck, I could just ignore them. But then this is the next part of Star Wars.
This is the one everything looking forward to. I think people are going to come into this the same way people came into Phantom Menace, only I hope they're not disappointed.
Yeah,
It's probably going to be like one of the most, they're going to come in like Avengers, like one of the most anticipated movies of all time.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like with the prequels, you had a young Obi-Wan. You had a young Emperor. You had the beginnings of the people who from the original trilogy. As where they're basically going to be an all-new cast.
I do hope if people aren't interested in what happened after, and I highly doubt they're not interested. But I'm saying if this does work, I still hope they go Knights of the Old Republic style, because that.
Well, if they go Knights of the Old Republic style.
What?
If they go Knights of the Old Republic, make them the Old Republic. Like have them use
triple lightsabers and crap,
But have them use regular swords with lasers instead of the traditional
vibro swords like they use in the vibro
vibro blades.
Yeah.
Let us see that it's old. Let's see how the technology advanced.
That's the thing that I never liked about because I always was reading the books and stuff. Mm-hmm. The only time we ever saw the vibro blades used, the vibro swords, was in Return of the Jedi, where they were fighting on Tatooine. The lizard-looking guys and all that. Mm-hmm. They were the ones who were using the vibro blades, mm-hmm. and that's all we ever saw. I want to see army-wise use kind of stuff. If you've ever seen the trailer to the Old Republic, where everyone's using vibro blades and blasters and that kind of that big style battle. We can do that. We have the technology to create those kind of scenes.
Yeah.
I want that. And you have ILM. You have, probably DreamWorks is going to support. People from DreamWorks are going to be involved in this probably, or Paramount. You have a whole animation studio at your disposal. You have a giant cast. You're probably going to get more funded than the Avengers was.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of probably the biggest profited movies. Yeah. I hope you use it to good use.
Yeah, if the cast is good for this new movie,
yeah,
I'm totally on board for 12 more sequels.
And if you don't start the way that every Star Wars movie should start, that fanfare, I'm out.
Yeah, well, just start. Here's where I want you to start. Start with the fanfare, then do a flashback to Return of the Jedi. Show that last bit of stock footage.
Straight afterwards, I don't know, a young Mark Hamill, maybe a silhouette of him, because we can't really get a young Mark Hamill anymore. Just looking at an exploding Death Star or something. I don't know.
Or have, a young Carrie Fisher young stand-in giving birth or something.
Yeah.
Show some stock footage of Episode 6. And then start your news story.
Have Jade and what's his name, Jaden and Jade from Jane from the extended universe.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. I would so want and have Mary Jane or Mary Jade from Mara Jade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Well, and see, that's the problem. Not only have I grown up on the Star Wars movies, I've grown up on the extended universe.
Yes.
And to hear that they're throwing that out, basically, it's kind of
Yeah. Oh, by the way, since we're nearing the end of this, I want to say we are eventually going to topic, because I don't know if anybody liked our TMNT trailer review, but
Yeah,
I knew when it came out.
We're going to talk about that movie once it comes out.
No, I mean, I want to talk about a little bit more than what we talked about, because a lot more has come out about the trailer.
Yeah.
But also the summer movie review, because I've seen quite a few. I might, if my friend here sees them, we will do it together. But I'm going to do my own.
Yeah. Well, my biggest problem with the movies, for people who watch that other series, my local theater has raised their theater prices.
How much?
Like, I think at Carmike it's like $4 more than it used to be.
That's obscene!
Yeah.
That's sacrilegious.
Yeah. And that's not for the 3D. That's for the 2D.
What? That's for normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's like
I'm gonna kill them.
It's like $15-$16 for some movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill.
With coupons and everything. I think I got the Hobbit the Desolation of Smaug.
So yeah, we'll definitely review that.
For like 10 or not 10, like $20-$25.
Yeah.
With coupons and everything for Best Buy.
I own the extended edition of the first Hobbit, so I think we're going to talk a little bit about that. And when the trailer comes out for the third movie,
we can talk about that.
The Battle of Five Armies, we'll talk about that. Say just this: what was wrong with There and Back Again?
Oh, that's what it was originally called?
Yeah, that was actually that was a tribute to.
I like that.
No, yeah, but the thing is, that's a tribute to that's what the original Lord of the Rings was supposed to be called. For the Hobbit is There and Back Again.
I like that.
Yeah, that was.
That sounds a lot better than the Battle of Five Armies.
Yeah.
But there will be more Episode 7 stuff from us. Well, at least from me, because once they show us a trailer, even a teaser, I'm going to talk about it.
Well, it's bound to come out soon because it's supposed to come out in 2015. So
I was surprised there wasn't a teaser today.
Well, I wasn't surprised. I was surprised there wasn't a teaser during Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I guess we have to wrap this up. I'm sorry this went for 37 minutes. But anyway, if you like what you saw or heard, subscribe to both of us and subscribe to Peter Hollins and Lindsay Sterling. Goodbye.
Bye.